Here's a look at the new Vodafone Ultra Hub. Here's the box, nothing too exciting, but it is well packaged. And here's a quick start guide that comes with it, how to get set up and stuff. Now I've downloaded a copy of this, about your Vodafone Ultra Hub, how to set up your Ultra Hub if you have Fibre or Fibre X. There's all the info there, how to connect it to the ONT, how to connect your phone to it, how to set up your Ultra Hub if you have ADSL or VDSL, how to connect to your computer, tablet, smartphone, connect over Wi-Fi, the other stuff, some frequently asked questions, not sure who's asked these, how to change your Ultra Hub settings, what the LED lights mean. There's only 5 of them, so pretty good. And scroll further down the page, there's some tips to get the most out of your Wi-Fi. Basically, don't keep it near a microwave. Let's open the box up and have a look at the unit itself. There it is. I'll just put that to one side for now, and let's look at the accessories. Here's the safety card, usual, don't get it wet, don't have a bath with it. There's a LAN cable, usual plugs on the end, a ADSL filter, another LAN cable, some standard phone cables. Yeah, that's exciting stuff there. The usual power supply, round pin, put the safety card back. And let's have a look at the unit. Here it is with my fingerprints. Yes, it absorbs fingerprints. Dual core Broadcom CPU with 256 megs of DDR3 RAM, 1 ADSL VDSL port, 3 gigabit LAN ports, 1 gigabit WAN port. We got 5 LED lights. That's right, 5. They're not too bright either, which is good. 2 analog phone jacks. Here's the WPS button on the side. 1 USB 2 slot. Shame it's not a 3.0. Support for a Vodem stick using 3G or 4G. Vodafone TV support. Nearly all the Wi-Fi's. It's got a quantenna, not even sure that's a real word, which means 4 antennas built in. MIMO and beamforming, 5 gig and 2.4 concurrent, which is good. Let's take a quick look at the back. The on-off, the power, USB, DSL, phone 1 and 2. Now let's look at those sockets and what they all do. Fibre in, ADSL, VDSL, LAN ports out to computer, the USB and the phone sockets, and the power switch. The all-important reset switch in case you make a mistake. For Fibre, from the ONT, plug in the power and then plug in the WAN port. For VDSL, plug into the DSL connection, plug in the power and use the filter if you need to, and then plug that into your phone socket. Wait 5 minutes and you should see some green lights. If you get stuck, have a look at the quick start guide. What do the lights mean? Going to log into the Ultra Hub using 192.168.1.1 and using the username and password that's on the bottom of the device if you turn it upside down. Once that's done, I'm just going to click log in. Now there's 2 modes for this. There's a basic mode and an advanced mode. Basic mode shows less stuff, so we're going to click advanced mode. Here's the overview page or tab, connected via Fibre, just a summary. Stuff connected via the network. I'm using a switch, so I've got more wired stuff than normal. Click on the edit and we can change a little icon. That's pretty cool. Some basic settings there. I won't click on these things. Don't have a phone connected. Scheduling for the Wi-Fi. Let's click on phone. I don't actually have a phone connected, so I'll just show this quickly. Internet. Mobile is on, even though I don't have a Vodem stick. Guess it's so you can plug in one. Firewall, that's on. Allow ping to WAN interface. Turn that on and off. Port mapping or port forwarding. There's some preset ones there you can turn on and off. NAT traversal. You can add your own custom ones there. DMZ, demilitarized zone. Does it give you a warning when you turn it on? Yep, there you go, warning. Couple of excluded ports there. Let's turn that off because we don't want to use it anyway. Parental controls, limit your kids' access. People staying with you, you don't want to have access or nearby. DNS and dynamic DNS, universal plug and play. ADSL configuration, that'll be preset so you can easy set up with Vodafone. Wi-Fi options, turn the Wi-Fi on and off. You can change the name of the Wi-Fi, change your passwords, broadcast, all that stuff. Turn the Wi-Fi on and off at particular times. WPS, which is Wi-Fi protected setup. That's the button on the side basically. You can turn it on and off. MAC filter, so you can specify hardware that can connect or denied. Then you just add the MAC addresses. That's like the hardware ID. Add all devices to the list. Settings. Advanced settings for the Wi-Fi. I certainly wouldn't fiddle with these if you don't know what you're doing. Analyzer. This is a pretty cool feature. It analyzes local networks around you and tries to give you the best Wi-Fi channels available so you get less interference. Got the settings tab up here. That's to change the main password. I put that picture in so you know which one I'm on about. Option to update the firmware version. Manually want to do it. Select file, configuration. Save a copy of your settings if you've made loads of changes like parental controls, MAC addresses, reset factory settings, local area network stuff, some stuff there. Change the name of the Ultra Hub. Internet time sets the time. WAN, or basically the internet connections. ADSL, VDSL. I've got fibre connections and none of them are connected. Don't have a modem stick plugged in. IPv6 stuff. Don't know what rapid comet is. I'll ignore all this stuff. Static routing. Not sure what that does to be honest. Policy routing. Not sure. Assistance. Probably so Vodafone can help you if you get stuck. That's off by default, which is pretty good if you've got privacy concerns. Content sharing, this is where the USB socket on the back will come in. You can plug in a hard drive, USB sticks, share stuff over the network using a PC or DLNA, like on smart TVs and stuff. Just turn that on and off there and give it a name down there in that box. Samba for networking. Use that with a Windows PC and a Mac over the network. Status and support. Voice status, well, don't have a phone again. DSL status, WAN status. Give that a second load, blur out some stuff there that's private. Automated diagnosis. Let's click on that, even though there's nothing wrong. Please hold caller. There we go. 6 things connected because I've got a network switch. That's pretty good. Okay. Thank you. Event log. Errors and stuff. Restart. We won't click on that. About. NAT mapping table. Now let's look at the restart options. Don't have a DSL connection. Fibre connection, which is active anyway. And a restart button, or you could just turn it off and back on again at the switch. Now let's change the password as it's been suggesting the entire way through this. Okay, we can change the name of the Wi-Fi there, which I won't bother doing. Change them both, and we can change the Wi-Fi password. You can display characters. Let's change the password. Need to put in a stronger password. So let's add some capitals and some numbers in there. There we go, now it says good. We'll do the same again on the 5G. Then we'll run through some speed tests. iPhone 6, another one using the wired connection. Hit save, scroll down and hit apply. Log into the 5 gig Wi-Fi using the new password I just set up. Go to the speed test by Ookla. Find the best server, begin speed test. Testing ping, and just wait a minute or a few seconds. And there's the speed test for the download. And then wait for the upload. So this is over the Wi-Fi using 5 gig and on a fibre connection. My phone is probably the slowest thing here. It is about 3 years old. And now let's try using my PC. Got a speed test using Google or your preferred search provider, Google. Click on the link. Wait a second. Hit the start button. I've cut this bit out so my IP address is hidden. I'll do the first test. And then I'll do another test. So this is a Fibre Max plan using standard fibre. Good download, great upload. I should say excellent really, because it is very good. Now just do that second test and just let that run through. Awesome speeds. Now the upload, which is also excellent. Not too bad at all, and that's what I pay for, so yeah, very happy with that. And to log out of the Ultra Hub, just click log out. Well, if you're not asleep by now, I'm surprised because that went on for ages. Anyway, that's pretty much an overview of it. If you do make a mistake and forget all your passwords to it, this along with many other modems, you can just hit the reset button, hold it in for about 10 seconds using a paperclip or a pen, and it should reset it back to factory settings. So there's a not so quick overview of the Ultra Hub, much better than the last thing that most local ISPs provide. Here's a quick pros and cons list. So the pros, easy as to set up. Took me about 5 minutes. I just plugged it in and it just started working. It's got good Wi-Fi as far as I've tested it. Simple LED lights, they're not too distracting depending where you put it. It's got good airflow, so it's not likely to overheat. It's got good vent on the back and it sucks up air through the underneath of it. It's got decent gigabit ports. So far I've been copying files to and fro and they seem pretty fast. And the best bit, it might be free depending on your plan and stuff. I re-signed and got this free. And probably if you're a new customer and you signed up, this will be the one you get now, I think. And now for the cons. It absorbs fingerprints, which was kind of annoying to begin with, but I guess once you've set it down and you've set it up and you give it a wipe, you're not going to touch it again unless you need to turn it off or whatever. There's no wall mount on it, which would have been a nice option to hang it up somewhere, maybe in the center of your house or something. There's no USB 3.0 on it. It's only USB 2, which means the transfer is a bit limited considering it's got gigabit Ethernet ports. Then it's slowed down by the USB 2. Speaking of ports, it's only got 3 LAN ports, which is a bit annoying. If you've got more wired devices, you'll have to go and get a switch or use another router to connect up to it. Overall, despite its very small limitations, it's a very good modem, especially from an ISP. Its build quality is good as well. I should have added that to the list. So yeah, I'd certainly recommend it.